Hey guys, so these are the key takeaways of today at the cafe. I sat down, I ordered my drinks, everything, and I sat down writing on my laptop. And I see that people look at me like I'm smart because I have a laptop, I'm writing on it. I'm not causing anyone any issues or troubles. I'm just focusing on myself, I'm focusing on writing, looking at my surroundings, listening to people talk, and I have music playing in the background. And I'm just doing me. I'm just doing my life, but I'm also like an entrepreneur, and I'm like a student, and I'm like a freelancer and a writer. And I'm doing everything in one, and I'm just growing myself in a cafe while people are looking at me. But also, what I noticed is that I was in the loop because there were some ladies around. They were a little bit older than me. But the thing is, you have to realize that I was in the loop, for example, because the loop means like I was in a position where ladies could see me. Yes, and so the thing is that you have to realize you have to get to the stage in your life where if you feel something's missing in your life, you have to go directly for that aspect of life that you think is missing in your life. And you have to fulfill yourself with what you have in your life. Because the more you create, the more fulfilled you are feeling in your inside of yourself. So the more you create, the more fulfilled you feel. So you have to always be every single day living your life the best way, doing stuff around cafes, going to different cafes, and always getting something at the cafe when you're sitting there. Okay, because that's like an investment in yourself. You get to be at a cafe for 2 hours, but you get to drink something and you get to see the scenario of that cafe. And then you can say something to the next person that's nearby you or your neighbor. You can say, hello, how are you today? That's that. But the thing is that you don't have to go deep into what you do or tell them about things that you do in your life. So you have to understand sometimes it's good to keep distance with people. Keep distance. Don't be so close to a lot of people. But what you do is every single day, focus on yourself, focus on what you can give. I promise you, if you feel like saying hello to someone, say hello. But if you don't feel like saying hello to someone next to you, you don't have to. You go about your life, you go do what you want to do with your life. But the thing is that when you feel necessary, that it's necessary and absolutely necessary to talk to someone nearby, make sure you do. You understand? Because that's your instinct. That's what you are telling yourself, that this is the best scenario now to talk to someone. But if you're not in a talkative state, if you don't feel like talking to other people, then don't talk to people. Okay? Don't talk to them if you don't feel like talking to them. Okay? Now, that's the best advice I can give you, is when you feel like talking to other people, that's when you talk to other people. But when you don't feel like talking to other people, do not talk to other people. You understand? I promise you, if you go a year without talking to other people and you don't feel like talking to other people, then don't talk to other people for 1 year. Okay? But as soon as you feel like talking to someone nearby or next to you, and you feel it's actually destined for you to talk to that person, then you talk to them. You talk to them. Okay? So when you feel like talking to other people, that's when you talk to other people. If you don't feel like talking to other people, don't talk to other people. Okay? If you feel like sitting at home all day, sit at home all day. You do what you feel like to do. Okay? Do what you feel is best for you. Do what you feel like doing. Okay? Not because other people are telling you, not because other people want you to, but because you feel in that moment what is best for you. So if you feel like being on television, you go for it. If you feel like being a life coach and public speaking in front of people, or creating something where you can make live events around people, then go for it. You feel what you feel, and you do what you feel. You do what you feel like. Okay? If you don't feel like going to the gym today, don't go to the gym today. Yeah? Because when your feeling says go to the gym today, go to the gym. You understand? Do what your feelings tell you. Because sometimes you could be going to the gym, but you could be doing something much better, like learning something from a podcast, or writing something down. So absolutely always do what you feel like. You don't feel like working 9 to 5, don't work 9 to 5. You feel like receiving DSB income from Australia, or whatever it is, you feel like receiving income from the government, do that, because that's what you feel. Okay? So what you feel is the best thing for you. Okay? What you feel in your life is the best thing for you right now. You don't feel like having a girlfriend, don't have a girlfriend. When you feel like having a girlfriend, you will have a girlfriend. When you feel like having kids, you will have kids. When you feel like reaching 100 years of age, you will reach 100 years of age. What you feel like is everything. Okay? So what you feel to do in the moment is the best thing for you. Okay? What you feel in the moment with your guidance and your strength and everything that you are, what you feel to do, you must do. What you don't feel like doing, don't do it at all. Because if the feeling is strong enough for you to do something, you will do it. If the feeling is not strong enough for you to do what you want to do, then don't do it at all. Okay? Only do what your feelings are telling you in the moment. Okay? When you feel it's necessary to go for a drive, go for a drive. When you feel it's necessary to send a message to someone, you send a message to someone. I promise you, if you don't feel like sending a message to them at all for the rest of your life, don't send a message to them for the rest of your life. You understand? So what you do in the moment is your feelings. You do your feelings in every single moment. You do what you feel like. Okay? That's all for this program.